Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Here We Go from Mr. Fabrizio Romano himself. Guys, it is what it is. Mason Mount, he's finally been sold. Guys, it's sad to see how this one played out. Um, it's just sad to see how this one played out. For me as a Chelsea fan because Mason Mount, as opposed to other players that have been sold, Mason Mount was one of ours. He was our boy who grew up as a little kid, 4, 5, 6, 7 years old, joined Chelsea and worked his way through the ranks all the way up to the first team. And this is that's the dream, right? That is the dream of a Chelsea uh, academy player. And notwithstanding that, a lot of us are upset at the way Mount has seemingly forced his way out of the club. Because for me, that's how it feels. I mean, when you are a player who has turned down multiple contract extension offers, all the way from Roman all the way up to the current ownership group being led by Todd Bowley, and you have turned down contract offers all the way up to £200,000 a week, then it doesn't matter what it's a he said, she said. But at the end of the day, you turn down £200,000 per week to force your way out of Chelsea. And guys, as much as you wear a Chelsea blue, that's not something. I mean, I cannot embrace that. I can't give that any love. I cannot support that. So I cannot wish this player any sort of good luck at Man U or any other club that he's playing for. Unlike our other players who stepped out. So who have been sold this summer. Mason Mount's own is different, and it feels differently because of the nature of how it went down. His own has been somewhat of a bit of acrimonious, departure, if you want to call it that, right? I mean, that's the way it feels. And it's just strange, how we got to where we are right now, where uh, there's a nice swath of fans that just don't want to, hear the name Mason Mount. They don't want to hear the name Mason Mount, and it's the way that he has forced this sale, right? Right, the way he forced the sale, the way he got this done to prevent, pretty much to tie Todd Bowley's hand to prevent this club from getting top dollars. Like if you're gonna leave, leave, but at least allow us Chelsea to maximize the amount that we can get from yourself, because Chelsea as a club needs to move on in as much as the player himself is moving on. Chelsea needs to move on. So it's a two-way street. But when you are a player and you have pretty much made it clear that, listen, I'm only going to go to one club and to one club only, then there's really not much. Sorry, there's not really. Yeah, there's really not much option. Really, there's really not much option for the club. I mean, you've pretty much tied the hands of your club, and so it's like That's why Man U was just keep making low ball offer after low. I mean, Man U, how can a club as the size of Man U, that is a British club, open up a bid for an established British international with 40 million pounds as their first opening bid for a Champions League winner, 24 years old, Mason Mount, who is an established first teamer on the England national team, and the opening bid was 40 million, and they pushed it up to 45 to 50. It's just an insult, and the reason why that insult was allowed and was encouraged was because of the position that Mason Mount and his team took, which in effect it served to take away negotiating leverage from Chelsea, and it's led to the point where Torboli just was, what, I'm just gonna have to take whatever top money, the most I can squeeze out of this deal, and the most ended up being 55 plus 5, which is adds up to 60. And it's a generally it's a good deal, it's a fair deal, but it's not the best deal. I mean, we got 65 million from Arsenal. Arsenal's not as big a club as Man U. Just to give you an idea, we got 65 million from Arsenal for Havertz, without even much fuss, with like less fuss, no drama, very clean, very quick deal. 65 million, done deal, right? All right. Compare that to Declan Rice. It's taking 105 million pounds from Arsenal to basically to claw Declan Rice out of West Ham. That'll give you an idea of where Mason Mount's real market value lies. In as much as he only has 1 year left on the deal, but his real market value lies somewhere in between 70 million pounds and like 80. That's his value. His value between 7 million to like 80 plus. Had he had more than 1 year, right? So, but what he did was he rejected contract extensions and just kept on pretty much leading this club on. He leading Chelsea on, making Chelsea believe that somehow at the end of the day he was going to sign on the dotted line and extend his deal, all the while knowing that he wasn't going to extend, and in a way, what his whole game plan was to just get us to where we are right now, to a point where there's only 1 year left, and basically Chelsea don't have much option with 1 year left, because you're either going to sell him for whatever you can get out of the deal 1 year left, or he's going to go away free. And so Mason Mount and his camp knew this. They knew this all along. That's why they turned down deals from Roman, right? It's not just Todd Bowley. This has been going back since way back Roman. They've been turning down deals from Roman. Tried to extend his deal when he saw that he had a very good first season, and going on to the second season, he had a good second season. Roman made an offer to tear up his initial contract and extend his deal, and it was turned down, ice cold. And that's how we ended up to the point where we are right now. That's how we ended up to the point where we are right now. And so, guys, it is what it is. These things did not happen in a vacuum. I mean, it's sad to see Mason Mount leave, but for me, I feel like there was something a bit sinister at play. And so, I mean, as a fan, as a Chelsea fan, me personally, I cannot, I can't show him any love. I can't wish him any good luck. I can't show this player any love. I feel like this player kind of knifed us in the back as a club and as a fan base. And that's just, it was basically two-faced. This was a two-faced move by Mason Mount and his people, and it is what it is, guys. That is how I feel about it. If you all don't agree with me, you can feel free, leave your notes, your comments below. You can give me love or you can give me hate. But I don't care either one you give me, but give me something. Give me something. If you ain't gonna give me nothing, guys, take care. God bless you all. Peace. Love you all.